What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about foreclosures. Foreclosures is a very common topic with clients who are starting to look for properties, because when you go on Zillow or anything like that, you see foreclosures on top of the list sometimes, and you see these prices that are just like, wow, those are great prices. A beautiful house, big house, and look how low it is. So of course it's very enticing, and you bring it up to your real estate agent and asking like, hey, can I see this property, and it's foreclosed. So before going that route and before getting your hopes up, let's understand a little bit more about what is a foreclosure home. Foreclosure happens when the homeowner fails to pay their mortgage to the lender, and then the lender must then now repossess the home. It could either happen because they're not paying the mortgage, or they're behind on taxes or HOA fees. So there are three terms that you should know. One is foreclosure, the other is home in foreclosure, and then the other one is a foreclosed home or an REO. So foreclosure is the legal process in which the lender or the mortgage investor takes back unpaid property. Home in foreclosure is just a home that is going through the foreclosure process. And a foreclosed home or REO is a home that has gone through the foreclosing process and now is owned by the bank, also known as real estate owned property. And there are many reasons why a home might go into foreclosure. Maybe the homeowner has faced, some type of financial distress. They got fired. There's an unexpected medical emergency, or some kind of bill. They have come into some excessive type of debt, which has, not allowed them to make their mortgage payments, natural disasters, so on and so forth. It could be anything very drastic that affects their finances, and then, impedes them from making payments to their mortgage. Coming across a foreclosure may seem like a steal. It looks great, big house, low price, right? But before, getting our hopes up, there's a few things just to keep in mind. One thing, that property may look good from the outside, but on the inside, it may need minor repairs, or it could just, you might walk into a property that you're like, no way, I don't want to deal with this. It's too much work. And there's three ways that you could purchase a property. One would be directly from the homeowner, in which you most likely will be doing a short sale, which is short sale. We'll talk about that in another video because it's another subject of its own. The other way will be through the foreclosure auction, in which in there you'll be buying the property as is, meaning there'll be no inspection and no appraisal. You risk in paying more than what the property might be worth. Also, at these auctions, some might require for you to have the full payment up front right after the auction, or a large deposit. So if you don't have the type of cash to hand out like that, then going through a foreclosure auction might not be the best way to go about buying a home for yourself. Now, if there are liens on the property, which also will be another subject of its own, I'll do another video on liens. But if there is liens on the property that you purchase, you are also responsible for those liens. So we would recommend that you get title insurance to protect you from those liens before purchasing the property. And then if you end up buying the property, hopefully the owners or the previous owners who lived in the property leave without any resistance, because if not, you would have to go through evictions or do cash for keys, in which you will have to pay them in order for them to leave the property. And then there's buying the foreclosure from the bank. So it's after it's gone through the foreclosing process, it didn't sell on an auction. Now the bank will be the one that completely owns the property, so they will actually vacate the property. They'll clear out any liens on the property, so that way when you do buy it from the bank, there'll be no liens and there will be nobody living in the property because they own it now. So in this case, you'll be dealing instead of with the homeowner, you'll be dealing with the bank, who is the one that owns it now, and you will still be buying the property as is, but you could still do an inspection and you could still do an appraisal, and you can put in an offer including those repair costs, but you can't expect that the bank will accept your offer with those type of costs in it. At the end of the day, they're trying to get the most money out of the property without having to put anything more into it. After all, they're a bank. They're not in the business of real estate. They're in the business of making money, banking, and that's it. And that's it, guys. That's just a little bit so that way you could understand what a foreclosure is and what you'll be getting into if you're looking to go into the foreclosing route. Like, you see a property that you like, those are just a few things that you should expect when it comes to buying a foreclosure, or just simply buying a property that it's in good financial condition. So if you have any other questions, guys, leave them down in the comment. I'll do my research and put out a video for you. I'll try to do it as simple as I can. That's the purpose of these videos, is to provide you information that you can understand. And if you still don't understand this process, hit me up on my DMs, leave me a comment. I'll reach out to you and we'll talk about it. But other than that, I'll see you on the next video. And thanks again for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and give me a follow on the social media, Mr.UCNJ on Instagram and Mr.UCNJ on TikTok. All right, until the next one, see you then. Bye-bye.